Hi there! Finally, I wanted to show you how I cloned the Tube Man. I made a tube boy and a tube girl and a tube diverse out of it. I'm gonna show you the Tube Man, the old dusty piece of guitar hardware. I used the Zoom G3 just to split my signal. It's coming here from another laptop, fed through another baby face, and then goes into the Zoom G3. One path goes through the Tube Man, the other directly into the baby face. I have two channels here, a Reaper, and one is the clone. You can turn it off. Makes not such a big difference. It wasn't on at all, so it makes no difference. I'll turn it on, and oh, this is the distortion. I'm gonna dial it back. Clean sounds. Yes, I did this video part, the last part, so I could show you the result first, and then I will show you how I did this. So basically two parts. This one is the turbo amp, and this time I consciously set it to the very simplest possible way. And you see, with the convolution, this model has only, no, you can't see it? Yes, you can see it. 0.5 CPU usage. It's always getting a bit higher when my computer gets warmer. So with the video and so on, this is a really, really cool value. You may know in my other modules I used some other stages for flattening the curve, for saturating the signal, and with that trick getting a bit more compression and a bit more feeling in the attack. But this is just the distortion emulating a tube. And you see, I was very careful with a low pass filter. Yeah, this was necessary to use the full potential of the convolution engine. Here are the IRs, the convolution files, and I always loaded A and B. So now I can see an A, the clean one. Don't know why. I switched the preset to EQ1 and to neutral. Now there's A. I don't know why it was gone. Okay, always AB. And I can dial in the ratio between these. You see A is 100%, B is 0, A is 0, B is 100%. I will catch up a frequency curve from the full distortion level to the very clean sounds. So this is the curve for the very clean sounds, and this looks different, is the one for the distorted sounds. Let's see how it works. That's a bit distorted already. Oh, no, that's the wrong fader. It's the humbucker. Have to turn it down. It's the Zoom, it's a bit noisy, but it's okay for this stuff. And getting back to a single coil. And can have crunch sound. And this is the clone of the Tube Man. And this is the Tube Man original. That's the clean sound. With EQ, it's a lot by you. You think, oh, it sounded better because it has all these EQs set. Now it's neutral. That's the original. And this is nothing. And this is crunchy, so we have to set it to the same. Okay. This is a clean sounding or crunchy sounding guitar. And we can turn up the gain. Okay, and we can go into the distortion. Let's take the full. And remember, this is just the pedal. This is no box and no amp. It will sound completely different with a box, with an amp afterwards. Now we turn up the gain. Getting back to the clone and setting. That's it. Maybe we have to equal the gain, but that's it. So basically 2 stages. Clip 2, you can switch to clip 1 or clip 3. It will sound a bit different, but not too much. And I left nearly all these EQs. I just, after the first high pass, that's an interesting thing, I dialed in a bit bass after the distortion. We want distortion without the bass because it farts when it distorts the bass, and afterwards we can give it a bit gain, and this one is just the last bit of distortion. So we could do half of the sound with just one stage in Melda Turbo amp. Yeah. That's it. And now I will show you how I did the EQ curves. I feed some guitar into these distortion modules, and I will capture the sound with freeform equalizers. So I start with a Tube Man. To so this is the corrected sound. And I will switch between those. This one is the Melda. This one is the Tube Man. stop that. Save this curve. So we're at hard guitar and we'll add that curve HKTB1. Okay, and hard for the distortion. So now I'll go back to the tube man and turn the gain down. So find a clean sound. Back to the analyzer. Save this first. So I'm analyzing the clean. There we go. Look for the clean sound. I think that's the same. It's not really clean. And adapt the curve. It's perfect in the 24 dB range. I made some settings different in Turbo M to get this curve. So I'll save this one as HK clean 1. I have these two freeform curves now for the tube man. So I'll save the IR and I make a new folder. No, it's okay. HK, this was the hard one. So export this and I save the clean one too. Export IR clean and export it. So let's close this one, and we're at the turbo amp and xxx. So I'll add convolution, and I simply load where is it? It's in impulses, M guitar, HK clean is A, and we got HK hard. This is B. And now we got this with a ratio knob. That's the easiest way. And I'll take the multi-parameters, and of course I learn this ratio from IRA to IRB, and I call this second monitor, sorry, I call this gain, because all we do is turn up the gain. So there's the gain. Yeah, let's start with that clean, minus 24 dB, and turn it up all the way. And of course we need to lower the volume. I don't know how much. This is too much, but we can set it afterwards. I will start this. Yeah. Now I've to invert the gain out. The levels are. So okay. Let's see. It was beautiful. It was at 50%. So we can give this a little. Yes. Okay. So the gain out is too low. Turn it down. So this is nice. Yeah, we could need a bit more gain out, or a bit less. Like this. Maybe it needs a transformation curve. This is okay. So It was easy to capture the tube man. Let's switch to the tube man. And correct the afterword too. Back to the turbo amp. This is too hard. Too much distortion. Like this. That sounds similar. I just have changed the equalizer on the tube man, and now I will analyze the source again. I have the target in, it's okay. So I'm going for the source again with corrected equalizer. Input level is okay. Can't see any mistake. So, yeah, of course this is not meant for the this is not meant for the original tube man, but for the clone. This is the hard 2 now. It's HK clone. No, HK hard 2 EQ. And I'll do the same with a clean sound. That's not clean. Oh, that's 1 millimeter, and it's it has collected some dust. Oh, this was very nice. Now don't move anything. We're going to the HK clean and learn again the source. Beautiful, and adopted. Save as HK clean. To EQ. So what we gonna do is we turn up the bass. Submit. So, and we capture this too. Yes. Nothing moving anymore. Yeah, that's okay. And we'll save it as HK clean EQ3. And we could do another one. Bass, treble, and we can combine that curves in the end. Make it a bit great. And again capturing. I think we're done in a few seconds. Nothing moving anymore. So this is the fourth curve. HK clean for EQ. What did I wrong? Three. Don't know why. What's that? Yeah, that's all different. Okay, and I learned some high curves. Yeah, that sounds hard. I use this as the curve 4 because it is the curve 4 for the clean sound. I saved it, yes, I saved it. And I have to switch to the... Oh no, it was the hard one. Oh no, I took the hard one. No, everything was correct. The hard one, clean, hard 2, ah yes, of course. So now capturing HK2 EQA. Okay, yes. Because I named it wrong, I can change the name. So it's ready. And add HK hard EQ. That was 3. Okay, and I'll rename this one to YRA3. And now we're going back to that. A bit more bass for this. Okay. Hard EQ3, and this will be hard EQ4. Okay. And add this one, HK hard EQ4. So we have all the EQs. This is the original Tubeman sound. And this is the clone one without equalizer. And now we take for the filter A, we take, where is the, I didn't save it, okay. Have to save them all. Clean 1, clean 2, no, IR export. So, this is hard 2. Yes. This is clean 2. Clean 2. This is clean 3. Oh, stop this. Clean 3. and clean 4. Nice. Hard EQ 3. Hard 3. Hard 4. And hard 2. So now we got some corresponding filter files. So, okay, let's compare both. This is the clone and clean. And this was the neutral. EQ1. Is there anything? No, it's okay. Whoop. Equalizer 2. And number 3. Just to remind you, this is just the tube man. There's no amp and no cap, so it's just the foot switch, the pedal, which is cloned. So, and now I can't really A/B them because I have to do the settings. Oh no, this is so. This is the clean sound. So, and I can do some EQ settings. It's neutral. This is the thing with all the bass and some mids reduced. Ah, there's a bit crunch in it. It's dust in the. Yeah. I don't know how much I dialed it back. That's a bit. So that should be the EQ with a clone. This one and the EQ. This one. So it's louder. Is it EQ 3 or 4? 3? Sorry. No. It was the humbucker, sorry. Now we got it. I was irritated. So So neutral, EQ, and yeah, that's it. That's the clone. And we can use the equalizer, and I can go up with a single coil. This is just the pedal. Just for the fun, I can scuff ham. Let's do it with scuff ham. Just a pedal in front of the scuff ham. So no matter which we don't need the gain here, we take it from our clone. Well, that's too much with the EQ. And it's not so nice. We can change the amp. I like this one the most. Without. We want it clean. Okay, and that's a bit much. Let's see what we can do with the stealer. So without, it's just clean. Don't need a boost. Boost shift maybe. Why is this so low on volume? Okay, I have to do some more testing, but hey, this is the clone of the Tube Man.